What is going on? What is going on? I am about to get my music started here because you know what? It is Valentine's Day, y'all. This is Tiffany Parr, editor in chief of Phoenix Fitness Fanatics magazine. Welcome to our Mental Monday. We are doing a conscious moment with Linda Burke. She is going to be teaching us about some conscious parenting. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to bring Linda in and we're going to boogie a little bit, get the energy on up.
Hey, Tiffany.
Good morning.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Good. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I'm happy. Happiness is to
I
you.
haven't heard this in a long time.
Yes. Thank you so much. Oh, goodness. Again, welcome. Happy Valentine's Day. My energy is really just high. Excuse the look this morning, but I got up early this morning, did a workout online with an amazing young lady, and still just have not had a chance to get up and get cleaned up, but I sure will. So Linda, welcome once again to A Conscious Moment with Linda Burke.
Thank you, Tiffany. It's great. After that huge Super Bowl concert last night, I'm like, okay, I am ready. I'm ready for the
Go Rams. Honestly, you know what? I'm not necessarily a football fan, but I have to say LA was definitely represented. And
it really was. It was amazing. I'm like, then the concert was great.
That halftime show
was great.
That was definitely awesome.
And then going right down to the minute of the game, I'm like, oh my God, these people are rolling.
I know, just the energy was crazy high, that's for sure. So, Linda, you know what? We had quite a few questions from our last meeting together. And, you know, everybody, we've decided we can't answer all the questions in 15 minutes. So we're just going to continue to come on back and answer your questions. So today we chose one question that we are going to address that came from Lakesh Mushinti. And Lakesh asked, when you notice a shift in behavior with your child, what are some methods or strategies to get your child to open up and talk?
Wow. Well, first of all, Lakeisha, it's a great question. But the one thing I want to encourage everybody is ultimately your child is your mirror. That your child is here to show you something about yourself. And so when we have an opportunity to shift or to examine what our children are dealing with, before we acting to the child, we need to pause and ask, what is this trigger saying about me? What am I supposed to learn? Because our children come to us to teach us. They are our awakeners. They are wiser than anybody. They are wiser than we are. They are completely from the other side of life. And the Spirit has provided them with everything they need. So when you notice that something is askew or different about your child, the first thing you have to do is ask yourself, how do I feel about that? Is it making me anxious? Is it making me, because all of that is your child is going to feel that. Is it making me worry? Is it making me scared? So much of our parenting ideas end up being around fear.
Mm-hmm.
because we're worried about what the child is experiencing or what's happening, or I don't have any control over this. So, but you don't really have any control over any of it.
Now,
And
what can you do to like kind of help that worry? Because you're always worried about your kids and what they're doing and things. So, what can you do just to, as a parent, just to kind of, you
yeah,
know?
well, I think the first thing is what you just did. Breathe.
Mm-hmm.
Breathe and make that a regular practice. Meditation or taking some time for yourself to just be still is really strongly supports being a parent, because there's so many things that kids are getting into,
Yeah.
so many things that we have absolutely no control over. So every reaction that we have towards our children is colored by fear. A fear of what if? What
Mm-hmm.
if this is happening? What if that's happening? Oh, so what we talk about is replacing what if with what is.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
What is going on right now in the moment with your child? Not what's happened yesterday or what you think is going to happen tomorrow. What is going on right now? And when you're with your child, you are really with them 100% in the current moment, not next week, not last night. Not, it's like right now. And your children will feel that. That energy, connects with your children in such a strong way. And we tend to forget because we're older and we want to talk about things. And it's not, our children don't really want to talk. They want to just be with us. And
Mm-hmm.
so spending some time with the child and asking the child, how are you? What are you thinking about? What's going on for you? Are you feeling happy? What's making you happy? Kind of taking the time to be with the child in the current moment, not expecting or them to do anything other than be children. Because depending on how old they are, uh, young children are just happy you're there. They're happy. You don't have to say anything.
Yeah.
They're just happy you're there. Older kids are a little more suspect
Yeah.
of our.
I get the side eye when I go in and
Yeah,
sit
we
with
get
my
the
son. Like,
side eye. What are
what are
you
you doing in
doing?
my room?
Yeah, what are you doing? So I think the best opportunity to connect with your child is kind of share a little about what's going on in your life. What is it you want your child to do? You want them to do this. So, okay, well, you need to do it, because our children are our mirrors, absolutely without a doubt. What we do, they do. So, what we say, they say. What we feel, they feel. And what we exhibit for them, they exhibit for us. Our child is really here to show us something about us. And so the opportunity to ask is more of an opportunity to ask yourself first before you ask your child anything. Check and see, A, what am I feeling? And why am I feeling that? What do I need to do to, like, I'm worried, I'm conflicted about a particular thing. I feel like the children are going astray for whatever reason. And as African Americans, we have a huge legacy of worry and and violence, and kind of,
Yeah.
we really worry about what our children are doing and what's going to happen to them and why are they, but and that all of that is real. All of that is real, but all of that has a legacy for us as parents. And so we often need to kind of calm down, breathe, spend some time with our own spirit, and really ask, well, is this happening with this particular person, this child in front of me? Or is this something that happened to the cousin,
Mm-hmm.
or somebody 10 years ago, or
Yeah.
even to myself way back? These are things we have to actually work through as
Yeah.
parents. We have so much to work through. And I was so surprised by when I learned about conscious parenting and really the kind of myths of parents
Mm-hmm.
that we culture has provided
Yeah.
for us. And I didn't know any of this. I was like, well, why do I need to with my child as a person, as an individual, not as my child, not as somebody I control, but as somebody who has their own spirit, their own sovereign spirit. Let's support that child. So those are, I think, questions we need to ask ourselves before we even go in to talk to our children.
Yes.
So that when we do, we're absolutely open and free. So, and they'll feel that and be able to talk to us as openly as we want.
Yeah. I think it's just very hard for us to sometimes take that breath. So thank you so much for that. And I apologize for my little puppy there.
Your
He's
dog, oh,
injured. Someone just made a little noise. So excuse that, everybody out there.
he's
So
just adding some his own advice.
yeah, right, exactly. He wanted to add his feedback. Well, I mean, this has been just so amazing. Linda, just again, just everyone take that moment to breathe, take that moment we have to check ourselves as well. And yeah, you know what? You're so right, Linda, that, as you're talking, it's like, yeah, I've gone through so many things in my life and I go back and I think, oh, I don't want my son to go through that, or oh, I don't want this to
Yeah,
happen. I don't want that to happen, but it hasn't happened, and we don't want to put that out there because sometimes we put those things out there and we
they
want to test
happen.
it ourselves,
Yes,
right? And then it does happen. So I know that's something that I'm definitely working on myself, to not assume that something is going to happen, and really try to give that faith in
absolutely.
my child as he grows.
It took me a while. My kids are older, but as they got older in their teen years, it became really challenging for me to kind of stay with what is rather than what if.
Yeah.
And that has become hugely powerful and impactful for me.
Wow.
So I hope it's helpful for you, for everybody out there.
I definitely think so. Thank you so much, Linda. And everybody out there, if you want to stay in contact with Linda, her website is below. Going there on the ticker, it's www.becomingmoreconscious.com. So definitely reach out to Linda for more of her conscious parenting, tips. And you also want to tune into Linda's podcast, A Conscious Moment. That is on her YouTube as well, correct, Linda?
Yeah, it's on Anchor.
Oh, on Anchor. Thank you.
Anchor and Apple.
So Anchor and Apple, everybody. So thank you again, Linda, for joining us for a Mental Monday, a conscious moment with Linda Burke and our conscious parenting. We look forward to seeing you again next week. And we're going to address another question that our audience has put out there for us. So everybody that is watching, if you're watching, you're going to be watching the replay here. Definitely put your questions in the comments for us so we can address your questions and we can go ahead and get you a little more conscious about your parenting. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Linda. Have an amazing day.
Have a great day.
All right. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining us for another conscious moment with Linda. We look forward to seeing you next Monday. Have a magnificent week. Take care, everybody.